Well done, AFL. I applaud you for doing the same thing you'll do every goddamn time to Richmond Tigers. You will not suspend anybody else for doing the same thing that Mansell did on the weekend, but it comes to Richmond, bang, you give him 3 weeks. Now, I understand the suspension. I do agree with the 3 weeks because yes, Mansell pushed somebody, that player, and concussed. I understand we are here to protect the head, but you've had so many times over the last 4 rounds plus the 2 preseason ones. Sam Lawler, the #1 pick, where you think with the AFL, like, hey, you know, this happened last year a few times. Now, the #1 pick was meant to draw eyes and meant to draw more media, who's just been shoved to a contest from a player coming from behind. That man was coming back from the flight, pushed him straight in the back. Good old shove in the back, straight into it, and knocked him out and gave him a broken jaw. Mansell didn't break his bloody jaw, just gave him concussion. Mind you, the player was going with the flight. Mansell gave him a little bit of, probably a bit more than a little bit, but gave him a bit of extra shove, and then Tom Lynch cleaned him out. Now, I didn't see the Collingwood player get suspended. I didn't see the bloody, I think it was a Giants player or Bulldogs player get suspended. So why is it? It's a good question. I think they will appeal it, but apparently now you can't bring up previous evidence. Previous evidence. So they cannot use the Sam Lawler incident, and they cannot use any other ones that happened during the season to say, well, they got away with it, why are we not getting away with it? So they're going to have to find another way to prove that he did not intentionally push that player into Tom Lynch or into the contest that was coming forward. So the AFL lawyers will have some work to do. I think they should fight it because I don't think it's fair. I don't agree with the AFL now deciding to change the rules where they can't use prior evidence to get away to fight the case, because they have now gone and done that to protect themselves from if they've made a mistake like that. So something has to change, and I understand we are here to protect the head, but why didn't it start at the start of the year? Straight away when Jimby pushed Sam Lawler, stomp it right out. It took 3 or 4 times for players getting concussed for them to send out a memo. There was no rule changes. They just sent out, we'll be watching this. So now all of a sudden, Richmond, again. Now, Richmond fan here, as we can all see. I will be a bit biased. I can admit that. Biasy right here. But you cannot have one rule set up for everybody else and then one rule for Richmond. I feel like the AFL or the MRO still has it out for Richmond. It just seems to be like that. Tom Lynch got shoved into a player, didn't even knock him out. Taconi got up and played the rest of the game and played a good game, and he got suspended for a week. So, if this is how it's going to be, then it has to stay the same for the rest of the year. Because if it doesn't, you're going to have issues. Or you are going to, sorry, not going to have issues. You are going to have issues. Because then it's going to look into it. Richmond should be asking, why are we the only ones getting suspended from this? Why does it seem like the AFL is out to get Richmond? Because that's how it feels as a Richmond supporter. Because I could go through stats and do another video of how Richmond are never favoured, Richmond are never taken care of by any other player. Any other club gets it, so free kicks are the lowest free kicks in the last 8 to 10 years or some shit. We give away the most free kicks as well. So we can have a whole entire conversation about that as well. So it very seems like to me that the AFL is still angry at Richmond over the bloody COVID hub incident with the kebabs. So that's just my take on it. A little bit frustrated. I didn't think it was going to happen. It has happened. Mansell for 3 weeks, which to me is now going to burn a hole in Richmond because he's one of our best players for the season so far. But I think I'll do another video on that later about that, who I think can come in and maybe take over that Mansell role. So thanks guys for letting me vent my frustration about this bullshit. So thank you. I'd like to know your thoughts and tell me what you guys think about it. So please like and subscribe. It helps my channel a lot. And I'll see you guys next time.